Good morning guys, welcome back to another video. Today we have a very exciting video, and if you can't tell by this jar in my hands, it is time to pick our December TBR. December? Are you kidding? How are we already picking a final TBR of the year? I was really consistent with making my TBRs from, I would say, January through July, and then we really just fell off the face of the earth a little bit with them. But I made one in November, and drum roll please, I read all 6 books. Every book I put on that TBR, finished. Which, to be honest, I think I've only done that once before in my life. So the fact that the first one I did in months was completed feels so good. However, as you can see, we still have lots and lots of books on here. I think at the start of 2025, I had the goal of getting this TBR down to, I think, 25 books. But we're gonna pick 6 prompts today, I think. We'll see how we go. There are some books on here I'm so excited to read. If you watched my reading vlog a few videos ago now, I feel like I got my spark back for reading. I just sort of, hence the few months with no TBR, but I just sort of lost that spark and enjoyment for it when life got a bit hectic. So there's someone here that I've been wanting to read for so long, but just haven't really felt the desire or craving to read. And now that I've got that back, you best believe we're gonna go ham on this. So I'm so excited. We've printed off some fresh prompts because I didn't have any. That's how long it's been since we've had a TBR. Anyway, first prompt is, that's just not a good start. A book over 500 pages. I don't know if there's going to be that many on here, to be honest, that are over 500 pages. The Winners is over 500 pages, but it's book 3 and I haven't read book 2 yet, so I can't really do that. Let's have a look. I have a feeling that The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, yep, so that's over 500 pages. Are any of these going to be over 500 pages? Nope. To be completely honest with you, I do not want to put The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue on my TBR, so I'm really hoping that there is another. Oh my god. Oh, some down there. None of them look big enough. Oh gosh. Are we gonna have to put this on the TBR? Or, hear me out, we could be kind of crazy, kind of silly, and put The Winners on the TBR and hope that one of these other 5 prompts lets me pick Us Against You. Because I have been wanting to finish this series and I would love to finish it this year. I read Beartown a little while ago now, absolutely loved it, but just never reached for the rest of the series. I think any Frederick Backman book has an emotional toll on it, and you just need to be in the right mindset, and I wasn't. It's kind of a risk, but I think I'm gonna put The Winners and just kind of hope that I can then put Us Against You on the TBR, and if not, then I'm just gonna have to read it. Oh, I didn't even check, but this is over 600 pages, so we are good. Look, that wasn't off to a strong start, so I definitely want to get a book that's a bit lighter. Prompt number 2, a book with a blue cover. Is this purple or is this blue? That's purple. I hate to say it. I would love for this to be blue, but it's purple. Oh. Okay. I've got a few that are definitely jumping out at me because, hold on, let me grab them. Ugh. Okay. These 3, I would say, are the main ones with blue covers that are jumping out at me. So firstly, we've got Intermezzo by Sally Rooney. Sally Rooney is not my favorite author. I've read Normal People and that's it. So I guess I can't really say because I haven't really given it the best go, which is why this is on the TBR. I have seen good things about it. It's different, and I think I bought it at a secondhand bookstore for $10 and it just looked in good condition, so I bought it on impulse and I've been wanting to read it since, and I think I do have it on my Libby audio app, so that's a good option. Number 2 is These Summer Storms by Sarah McLean. During US summer, I saw everyone raving about this, but I wanted to wait until our summer in Australia, which is now. I don't really even know what this is about, but I'm intrigued, and I know a lot of people that I trust in recommendations love this, so it's on the TBR, and I really do want to read it. I picked it up when I was over in America. So this is something that I really want to read in December or January, so this is a really strong option. And then number 3 is Christmas Tree Farm by Laurie Gilmore. So this is part of the, what's the first one called? The Pumpkin Spice Cafe, that series. Honestly, they're not my favorite books. However, it's Christmas themed and it's December. So I feel like I have to go with this one. Even though I probably would prefer to pick one of the other books, but I feel like this one just needs to go on the December TBR because it's Christmas themed. And I would like to read some festive books. It's not always my thing to read Christmassy books, but I would like to at least give this one a go. So I think I'm going to put this one on the TBR. Alrighty, prompt number 3 is a book with an even page number. I love this because I feel like you just have so much freedom. Obviously it has to have an even page number, but it could be literally anything. Books highest on my radar if I got a free pick would be Alchemy of Secrets by Stephanie Garber. Probably still These Summer Storms, that's really high on my TBR. Us Against You, obviously I need to put that on there. So if that's got an even number, that's probably the most strategic choice. Problematic Summer Romance is one I also really want to get to. But I think the smartest choice is to cross our fingers and hope. This is always so scary. Flicking to the end to see the last page number. It's 410. It is 410 pages, everyone. Thank goodness, because I'm going to be so busy in December and I don't really have time to be reading the books that aren't on my TBR. Obviously, if I just want to mood read, I can mood read, but having this chunker on the TBR and then also having to read this one before reading this and it's not even on the TBR was just never going to be good. So at least I'm able to put it on there. That seems like the smartest choice for this prompt. Prompt number 4, a book you bought because of Instagram/TikTok. Let's be real. That's kind of the whole card. However, I'll try and make it as specific as possible. Summer Storms I bought specifically because I saw it on Bookstagram. I think Taylor and Destiny specifically in my memory were talking about it. I feel like One Dark Window and Six of Crows are also in that realm. Same with this book. It's called Heartbreak Hotel. I don't know anything about it other than I saw my friends reading it and it looked good. I think Anna was reading it also. Oh, I forgot that I got bookmarks in here when I bought this in the Ripped Bodice. So this is a really good contender as well. I think either Heartbreak Hotel or These Summer Storms are going to be my best contenders for this one because I really only bought them because I saw my friends reading it on Instagram and TikTok. So from what I heard, These Summer Storms is a bit more on the emotional side. And so whilst I do really want to read it, I think that because I've got some heavy books on this TBR, that the smartest thing for me to do would be to put on this romance. I don't really know anything about it. It's called Heartbreak Hotel. I'm pretty sure it's about someone that owns a bed and breakfast. I really have no idea, but I'm excited to find out. Alrighty, prompt number 5 is a book set somewhere you want to travel. Oh, that's cool. Can it be a fantasy land? Does it need to be set in a real place I want to travel? Or can I kind of go off script and find a place that I would want to travel that is not real? There's a few options jumping out at me. Firstly, Problematic Summer Romance is set in Italy. I've been to Italy, however, would love to go back. So I feel like that's a good option. Because the rest of these romances down here, I'm kind of having a look. None of them jump out at me as books that are set in a specific place. Not that I can picture. Okay, any of these fantasy worlds? Not really. Part of me thinks I would just die in a fantasy world. Like, you know that character that gets killed off maybe 10 minutes in? I would never survive. If you put me in any dystopian, any fantasy world, maybe the only one I would survive in would be like Once Upon a Broken Heart. And even then that's questionable. I'm gonna have a look and see what world Alchemy of Secrets is kind of created because this book is very, very high on my TBR. So if it's got 517, look, it doesn't say a whole lot about settings. So I can't say for sure that that is one I would definitely want to travel to. So I think we're going to go with Problematic Summer Romance. It is just the main one that is on here that I would actually want to travel to the place. I have an interesting Ali Hazelwood journey. I didn't love her books at first, but I read them in just the most random order. I think the first book I read of hers was Check and Mate. And then I read, which was like a young adult, something different. And then I read Not in Love, which I did not like. And then I read Deep End. So I sort of read all of her new releases before reading her backlog. And Deep End was the first book that I actually enjoyed. And then it took me a little while, but I started reading the backlog. And I don't know whether it was just right book, right time, but I read The Love Hypothesis and Love on the Brain in like 24 hours, absolutely binged them, loved them. And so I've been wanting to pick this up ever since. And so I'm so excited. I know that it is technically connected to Not in Love, but I'm hoping that I like it a little bit more. All I know about it is that it has an age gap, which is not, unfortunately, my favorite trope. However, I'm hoping that the summer vibes are going to be good. Like it's December, it's summer in Australia, and I've been wanting to read it for a long time, and so hopefully I like it. We'll see how we go. I think I'll definitely get to it. Okay, 6th and final prompt. Honestly, why is this so addictive? Every time I do this, I just want to keep picking books. 6 does not feel like enough, but I also need to be realistic. But I'm only going to read maybe 6 books in a month. Anyway, a book you keep saying you'll read next. That doesn't sound fun. Off this top row, the only one that I keep saying I'll read that I'm not reading is Belladonna. But I'm a little bit nervous about starting a new series. And then otherwise, One Dark Window is also one that I feel like I'll read that next, and then I never do. Same with Intermezzo, to be completely honest. I keep saying, yep, that'll be the next one. I think I've taken it on trips as well and I've just never read it. I think I'm gonna go with On Earth We Are Briefly Gorgeous. I've owned this book for an embarrassingly long amount of time and I just want to know what it's about. I don't even remember what it's about at this point. It's short, it's lit fic, it's something different. And I just want to know what it's about. So many times, I would be embarrassed to know how many times I put this on hold on my Libby app and then it's run out. And then I put it on hold again because I'm like, I'll get to that and then not. I think I even put it on my York TBR. It has been on so many TBRs and so many lists that it just feels like the perfect choice for this prompt. So to recap for our December TBR, we have these two very daunting, very chunky and very emotional books, Us Against You and The Winners by Frederick Bachman. This is book 2 and 3 in the Beartown series, like I said. I'm nervous, but I'm excited. Putting these both on the one TBR is a little psychotic. Then we've got Christmas Tree Farm by Laura Gilmore, The Heartbreak Hotel by Eleanor Clover, Problematic Summer by Ali Hazelwood, and finally On Earth We Are Briefly Gorgeous by, I don't even know the author, Ocean Vuong. I'm so sorry if I butchered that, but I'm very excited to read it. I would say overall we have a pretty good array of books. I am hopeful that we'll get to a lot of these. Thank you guys so much for watching. I am so excited to read these throughout the month of December and I'll try and include them in some reading vlogs. So I will see you then.